Hi guys, this is Life Coach Dee, and today we are going to talk about self-confidence. I am going to share with you guys my 5 secrets to building your self-confidence. Who this is for. Let's go ahead and reflect on the word self-confidence. What comes to mind when you think of self-confidence? How confident are you within yourself? How confident are you about your skill set, about your abilities, to trust yourself, to accept yourself, to value yourself? How confident are you? If we pull out a scale and we say from 1 to 5, based on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest, what do you rate yourself? Because if you rate yourself under a 5, if you cannot say you are a 5, this webinar is for you. This webinar is for anyone who has been battling and struggling with low self-esteem, low confidence. You've been carrying this for the last 5 to 30 years, and you're ready to release it. It's time to release it. It's time to advance. It's time to move forward. It's time to believe in yourself. This webinar is for anyone that is ready to advance in their career, that is ready to advance in their personal life, their relationships. You are ready for a change. You are ready to take over your life. This webinar is for you. In the next 45 minutes, we will uncover the 5 secrets to increase your self-confidence. And these 5 secrets just aren't any 5 secrets. These are 5 proven secrets that I have been a witness to, that my clients that I coach have been a witness to. A game plan to gain self-confidence. So not only are you going to get the 5 secrets, you also are going to leave this webinar with a game plan. I am not going to have you come into this webinar with the same attitude as you exit this webinar. Your mind will be renewed by the end of this webinar. You will have clarity and understanding over your life, and you will become more self-aware so you can take back control over your life. Your self-awareness will increase, and trust me, you will be able to be more focused after this webinar. I can guarantee you that within the next 45 minutes or so. Does this sound like you? Okay, so we're going to go through some scenarios. I just want to do a temperature check to see if this sounds like you. But before I go into these scenarios, it just came upon my spirit to go over some causes of low self-esteem. Because we don't just wake up with low self-esteem. There's always a root cause for everything, for the way we think, the way we live, the way we act. And as I sit here and speak with you guys, it just came upon me that a lot of low confidence stimulated from childhood. A lot of low confidence stimulated from childhood. It's stimulated from parents. Our parents weighed heavily on our self-confidence and self-esteem. If you were raised in a household where your parents were very critical over you, very judgmental over you, that really affected you growing up, and it's still affecting you to this day. While in school, if you had teachers that were very critical of you, coaches that were very critical of you, mentors, just anybody that was significant over your life, that could have really affected you. I'll give you some examples. If growing up you were overweight the entire time growing up, and you had people that were significant in your life telling you you're fat, You're obese. You need to lose weight. You're not going to live long. They were very critical over your life. Subconsciously, that's going to stick with you. That's going to stay with you all the way up until you're an adult. You're still, even if you're not overweight, even if you have lost the weight and you're healthy, you're still subconsciously going to feel like you're not good enough. Another example. If growing up, someone told you that you're not going to be anything in life, you're not going to be successful, you're not going to ever get married, no one's not going to want to date you, no one's going to listen to you, you're never going to have kids, you're never going to drive that Benz wagon. I'm not really good with cars. I'm just thinking of a Mercedes Benz, and I was trying to think of a model, but I am not good with cars, so I can't even give it. So let's say a Bentley. You're not going to drive that Bentley. You know, someone that just pushes negativity down your throat at a young age can really stimulate low self-confidence. And then you grow with it and you don't even realize that you're growing with that spirit attached to you as well. You don't even realize. And then it affects you. And then if you have offsprings, you may even catch yourself and find yourself being the same way with your children. So this has to end today. This low self-confidence and low self-esteem, this is a cycle if it doesn't end today. It will be a cycle over your life. This is how important confidence, this is how important it is. I don't think we realize how much low confidence affects us. And it's not even about just your career. It's about you as an individual, how it's affecting your life. And I just had to bring that out. I did get off course, but this had to be brought out because it's important. You know, I can give my own testimony. Growing up, I was always skinny. I was always skinny growing up. I'm still skinny to this day. And people always used to make fun of me. They used to call me lollipop growing up. You know, they used to call me bony. And I remember I used to want to gain weight so bad. I remember I had my mom take me to the doctor and I wanted pills. I asked the doctor for pills to gain weight. And I forgot the name of the pills, but there are pills for that. And I started taking the pills and I don't think I gained weight. You know, I honestly didn't gain weight until I had my son. But growing up, I was so subconscious about my weight. I just felt like I was so skinny. And then as I got older, I started to appreciate my slim physique. And I started to understand, hey, I'm petite. And I start owning it. So even to this day, if someone says, you're so small, you're so skinny, I'm like, I am petite. And I am proud to be petite. But it takes time to get to that point to understand your worth, your value, and that you are beautiful. Okay? So I wanted to share that really fast. I'm so long-winded, guys. Now let's get into it. So, does this sound like you? Are you struggling with speaking up at meetings or in general? So this is a big deal, especially in the professional world. You have to have confidence in the professional world. In corporate America, even as an entrepreneur, you have to be confident. If you want people to take you serious, if you want to stand out, if you want people to trust your word, if you want people to listen to you, you have to have confidence. You have to be able to speak out and not struggle. It's killing you inside not being able to speak out because you're internally cringing. You're cringing. You're killing yourself. You're dying slow, holding on to these thoughts when you need to share them with others. And I'm going to give you the medicine for that. I'm going to give you the remedy to help you improve your communication skills, okay? Is it hard for you to make your own choices, your own decisions without someone else's consent? Now, this is a major key. And this is a tricky one because you're going to others for consent over hard decisions in your life when you're not even sure if these people have your best interest. But we'll get into that later in the presentation. But is it hard for you? Do you have to have, I say, permission from someone else? Because that's what it is. It's permission. Are you working long hours but still not where you need to be financially? Or are you working long hours? You're where you need to be financially, but you're still not happy. Is that you? Because if that is, that means you're stressed out mentally because you know you need to make a change in your life and you're not listening to your spirit. The spirit that is within you is nagging you because they're not happy, because you're standing still. Let's keep it going. Do you find yourself giving up too soon? And what I mean by that, you're starting tasks. You say, hey, today is going to be a new day. I'm going to try to reach my goals. I'm going to start a task. And as soon as you start it, you give up because you just hit a brick in a wall. That's giving up too soon. Are you procrastinating your passions and career because you're scared? So, procrastination is nothing but excuses. Finding excuses. So when you're procrastinating by saying, hey, I'm just going to wait because, I need more money before I can start my t-shirt line, before I can start my clothing line, before I can open up my store. I just need to do this. I need to do that because it won't fall in line if I don't do it. That is finding excuses to not start. That's procrastination. And this is really big in today's society. Are you comparing and viewing other people as better than yourself? This is very big with social media. With social media, this just makes it so easy to compare yourself with others and feel like others are better than you. But we have to remember it's perception versus reality. And overall, do you feel stuck? Do you feel stuck within your career and within your life because of your low self-confidence? If any of this sounds like you are definitely attending the right webinar, and we're going to dive really deep into this. We're going to dig deep, we're going to dive deep, and we are going to come up with the remedies so this won't have to sound like you anymore. Is that a plan, guys? So this is my big promise to you. I am going to make sure that you uncover the 5 secrets to build your self-confidence. And that's because it's time. It's time to break these cycles. It's time to break these chains. It is time for you to advance. It is time for you to live in your purpose. It is time for you to get that promotion. It is time for you to get married. It is time for greatness to happen over your life. And that's my big promise to you, to make sure that you are guided on the right path to reach your success. Because this is the real problem. You feel stuck. No solution. You don't know where to start. That's it. You don't have the everyday solution that you can start today. And that's just it. That's the real problem. Once we are able to get you on the right track, you will wake up every morning excited, refreshed. You will wake up ready to start the day. You will be dreaming about the things that you're going to do once you open your eyes. You will no longer have low confidence. You will no longer allow anything to hold you back or consume your way of thinking. This will be your new reality. Fulfillment over your life will be your new reality. And I promise you guys, I promise you that. Shifting mindset shifting, positive shifting, renewed mind, renewed spirit, spirit transformation, natural thoughts of happiness. Success will be tangible, guys. Improvements galore over your life once you get these 5 secrets and once you follow them. It's very paramount. All right, I'm going to walk you through all 5 secrets to build your self-confidence today. Are you excited? We have been talking about it now. We are 10 slides in. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? So now let's go into me. I know you guys are like, who is this girl? She didn't give an introduction. She just went right into it. So before we dive into the presentation, I do want to introduce to you who I am. So you know I'm qualified. I am a certified professional life coach. I am the owner and founder of On the Go Life Coaching LLC and Rise to Life LLC. I do hold over 6 years of coaching professionals, athletes, executives on how to increase their self-confidence, to advance in their professions, and find more fulfillment in their life. I also do spiritual coaching, coaching on healing, forgiveness, and relationship coaching as well. Okay, guys? I am a published author. I'm so passionate about writing. I love writing. I published 5 books. I'm currently writing my 6th book right now. I write inspirational novels, devotionals, urban fiction, poetry. I have over 13 years of sales experience in billion-dollar industries. And just to give you some educational background, I do have a Bachelor of Science in Communications. I have my MBA, Master of Arts in Counseling. And I am a single mother. I do have a son. He is 5 years old. He keeps me so busy. So, let's see, what else about me that's personal? I'm a pescatarian. I have been a pescatarian now for over 23 years. So it's not a fad. I do realize that veganism is very popular right now. Vegetarianism is very popular right now, but I have been doing it for 2 decades. Okay. And I really feel like it's important to monitor what you put inside your body, and eating healthy is important. And being a vegetarian doesn't mean that you're eating healthy just because you're a vegetarian, because you could be a vegetarian and not eat healthy. So I'm really big on just really monitoring your intake. Okay, that's so important, guys. And also, these secrets that I'm revealing to you guys, I have been a witness to these secrets as well as my clients. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of who I am and why I know and feel that I'm qualified to give you these secrets and to guide you with becoming more confident within your life. Now, let's get back into the presentation. Okay, so origin of the 5 secrets. As I just mentioned, I have been a witness to my own 5 secrets, and that's how I know they work. I had to really dive into myself and become more in tune within myself to really understand what I need to do to improve my self-confidence and to change my life. You know, walking out on faith and starting your own business is hard. As I mentioned, I was in sales my whole entire career. I did everything in sales, from phone sales, which is called inside sales, outside sales. I was an area sales manager, territorial manager, business development manager. I've done every single thing that I could have done in sales. And that's what led me to wanting to start my own coaching business. Because everyone I was meeting, and mind you, I'm meeting with C-level executives on a daily basis, whether in person or on the phone. And I'm talking with them and I'm trying to sell this product. And I'm also interested in getting to know them and learning more about them. And I started finding myself coaching, prospects. And I'm like, I enjoy this. I wish there was a way I can just coach these C-level executives and just learn more about them without having to sell them this product, And I kept putting it off. I'm like, you know what? I want to start my own life coaching business. And I kept putting it off. I finally ended up getting certified in coaching. And then once I got certified, I was like, okay, I'm going to start coaching. So then I did everything I needed to do for brand awareness to get my business out there. But I was still working. So I was like, okay, I'm going to coach and I'm going to work at the same time. I'm going to coach part-time. And that was, I was still scared. I was still scared to do it, to just quit my job. I was procrastinating. And it's hard to have one foot in and one foot out. I call it double-minded because you can't serve two masters, okay? It's hard to say you're going to serve on a full-time position and then you're still going to serve for yourself full-time. That is very, very hard. Long story short, I just wanted you guys to see that these 5 secrets that I'm going to share, these are really awesome. Because once I started doing these 5 secrets and once I took advantage of them, I was able to fully trust within myself to walk away from corporate America and do my passion full time, which is coach. And just being able to bless other people with the secrets, my clients after client that I work with to this day are all struggling or were struggling with these 5 things before they came to me. And helping them with these 5 secrets, it's so beautiful to watch their progress. It's so beautiful for me to watch them achieve and overcome. It's so beautiful to watch them become more confident, improve in their relationships, improve within their career, improve within their profession, achieve the things that they never thought they can achieve, overcome their weaknesses. It gives me satisfaction because my ultimate goal is to see you win. That's what I'm all about. And that's why I'm doing this for you guys today. I'm giving you a free webinar, a free heads up on how you can take back control over your life. People pay for these secrets, and I'm giving this to you for free. So please take advantage. And I really pray that you guys take this serious. Take notes if you need to. If you need to take notes, take notes. I recommend it because this will change your life. And just to give you a client testimony, let's go ahead and dive into a client testimony. One of my clients that came to me was a professional football player. He played for the league for about 5 years. He was cut a year before he came to me. So he was cut, and he was never picked back up. So at this point, a year later, he realized that he needed help. He needed guidance. He needed somebody to talk to. He reached out to me, and I started working with him. And it was a lot of depression, anxiety, stress. He felt as if he let his family down. His confidence was diminished. He was so focused on what others thought of him. It wasn't even about himself anymore. It was about what others thought of him. Also, his confidence was shut down because football was all he knew. He played football his whole entire life. He started playing football at the age of 6. From 6 all the way up. So just imagine, this is all you know. You're prepping for it so young, and then you reach the success. You get drafted, you play for 5 years, and then you get cut. Imagine how that will make anyone feel, how depressing that will feel for anybody. So he felt stuck from that. He didn't know what to do next. He was to the point that he's just tired of living in a box. He felt like he was living in a box because at this point he's scared to go outside, and he's scared because of others. It goes back to being focused on what others think of him. He didn't want to have to face anyone in the grocery store or the mall. He didn't want anyone coming up to him saying, "Hey, what happened? What team are you playing for now? What you doing?" He just didn't want to deal with it. So he just avoided it at all costs. He basically was just living in a bubble, before he hired me. And I was able to walk him through these 5 secrets that I'm going to share with you guys. Fast forward short, it really changed his life. He started his own business. He even started a nonprofit. He really wanted to be able to give back to the community, and now he is doing that. I'm so proud of him. I actually just seen an interview that he did with the local news station for his nonprofit. So he is back involved within his community. He did start his own business, and he is doing great. He's doing great. He definitely did a 180, but he was ready. When he came to me, he was ready for a change. He just didn't know where to go, how to do it, and he needed my guidance with that. And now he doesn't have those depressing thoughts. He built his confidence back up. He's back to himself. He's back to himself, and I'm so proud to share this testimony because it's a lot of people that, are facing what he faced. It's so many people. And I do want you guys to know that there's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's never too late. Rejection is a sign of redirection. And that's what he needed. He needed a redirection over his life. And now he is happier than before. He understands the freedom that he has. He understands that he's in control over his life now. And he's doing great. And I just wanted to share his testimony because these 5 secrets, they work. Here's the bottom line, guys. It has been proven that these 5 secrets of building self-confidence work. The goal is for you to increase your self-confidence so you can reach success and fulfillment in your life. Finally, here they are right now. First secret to building self-confidence. Understand who you are. Who are you? Let's take time to really meditate on that. Who are you? What makes you you? What is it that you want out of life? What is the driving force that leads you? And I think this would be great for you guys to write these questions down. We're going to go ahead and get started on what I call the blueprint. So please, if you are unable to answer this question, write it down, and I would love for you to meditate on it and come back to it after the webinar and answer the question, because it's very important to understand who you are. This was a very important exercise for the football player. We had to really dig deep into what makes him him outside of football. All he knew was football. He had to really go back to the root of who he was as an individual, the things that he liked, the things that he no longer liked, his strengths, his weaknesses outside of football. He had to really evaluate what made him him. So I'm asking you, what makes you you? What is it that you want out of life? What motivates you to wake up every day? What is important to you? What can't you live without? Who can't you live without? Understanding your motives. That's all it's about. What are your motives? For me, understanding my purpose, I know that my purpose is to serve others. I know that I want to impact, I want to be a part of the inspiration. I want to inspire others. I want to motivate others. I want to help. I want to heal. I want to motivate. I want to uplift as many lives as possible. I am God-fearing. I am a believer in the Most High God. He is the driving force that leads me over my life. My son, waking up to my son motivates me. Being able to take care of my son motivates me. It's important to me. I cannot live without my Holy Spirit within me. I cannot live without the love of God that is over my life. It would be challenging for me to live without my son. It would be challenging for me not to have the finances to be able to take care of my son, to support us. That is my driving force. The Most High God is my driving force. My son is my driving force. What is your driving force that leads you? Understanding who you are. Understand who you are. Also, with understanding who you are, it's important to identify what happiness means to you. Because happiness is also a driving force of fulfillment in life. Reaching happiness. What is happiness to you? Is happiness spiritual for you? Is it physical? What would happiness look like for you? Would happiness be just being able to take care of your kids, just being able to pay your bills on time? Would it be having a savings account for emergencies? Would it be living in a mansion, on the beach? Would it be having multiple properties? Would it be being able to have all the electronics that you can have? Would it be being able to travel more? What would bring you happiness? Will that promotion bring you happiness? Becoming an entrepreneur bring you happiness? Reaching your set financial goal bring you happiness? Having peace within yourself? What will bring you happiness? This is some things that we do have to reflect on. And this is another good point that you should write down. Write down all the things that makes you happy. Write down what it looks like for you, what will bring it for you. And also, what is currently stopping you? What is stopping you right now from reaching your happiness? That's important because everything starts within. Everything starts with you first. So for me, happiness is just being able to provide and have a roof over my head, food in the refrigerator, a computer so I can write, God presence over my life. That's happiness for me. Being able to take care of my son is happiness. The moment I cannot take care of my son, I'm no longer happy. The moment I don't know where I'm going to get money from to pay my bills, I am no longer happy. I'm stressed out. I'm no longer happy. But happiness means different for everyone. What brings me happiness is being able to travel. I do enjoy traveling as well. So I love to be able to travel at least once a year. I love to be able to take my son on a trip. That brings me happiness. So it's important to just get in tune with what happiness means to you. That's all a part of understanding who you are, and it's important. Also, a part of understanding who you are is knowing your personal value. What is important to you? Let's think about that. I want you to really think about it. What are some of the things that are important to you? Understanding your worth. What value do you bring to the table? What value do you bring to others? Do you look at yourself as valuable? Do you value yourself? That's important. And I don't want you to measure your worth based off society, because no one can take your value away from you unless you allow it. And society, social media is perception versus reality. We have to remember that most of the things that we see are not real. It's a facade. Because you can be comparing yourself and looking at someone live via Instagram or Facebook that looks like they're living a great, happy life. Inside, in reality, that person is unhappy, they're depressed. And social media is their release. That's their way of living in their fantasy world. That's their way of being able to be something that they're not. So do not compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to yourself. No settling. Stop settling. Once you understand your worth and your value, you will no longer allow yourself to settle, because you know that you deserve better and you deserve more, and you do deserve better and you do deserve more. So please tap into what makes you valuable, whether it's within your relationship, whether it's within your position at work. What can you offer at your job that no one else can offer? That's important to understand and be confident in that, knowing your value and your worth. Finding your purpose, recognizing your gifts, understanding your strengths and weaknesses. What are you good at? Identifying those skills. Because once you can identify those skills that you master, it allows you to become more confident, because you know, this is what I bring to the table, this is what I master, and this is why you need me, and this is why I'm needed. And once you can identify the skills that you don't master, you can work on those. So for me, I am a great effective listener. I'm an empath. I love writing, but paperwork is my weakness. I hate admin work. I don't like to do admin work. I also have a problem with saying no. It's so hard for me to say no because I want to help everyone. I want to help everybody. And it's hard to say no for me. Those are some of my strengths and weaknesses. So understanding who you are plays a big part in that, okay? So I want you guys to paint the picture. It's important to paint the picture over your life. Visualize yourself being happy. Visualize yourself reaching fulfillment in every aspect in your life. Imagine the feeling of waking up happy every day, happy with your decision making, happy with your current lifestyle, happy with your choices. It all starts from within. How awesome you're going to feel once you are able to visualize and paint that picture, because you deserve it. You deserve to be happy within your profession, within your personal life, within your relationship. You deserve to be happiness. And in order to reach that happiness, you must first understand who you are. It's very vital. Here's the bottom line, guys. If you do not know who you are, how can any of us know who you are? If you do not believe in yourself, how can anyone else believe in you? If you do not value yourself, how can anyone else value you? It first starts with you. You are the driving force. Second secret to building self-confidence: eliminate negativity. Eliminate negativity. Get rid of negative people. Let me repeat that. Get rid of negative people. And I don't care how long you have known them. I don't care if they were your childhood friends that you've known for 20 years, 10 years, 30 years. If this person is negative and they're not contributing to your life in a positive way, get rid of them. Okay? The goal of negative people is to keep you down, to keep you complacent, to keep you on their level or below them. They don't want to see you win. Get rid of them. Separate yourself from negative people. Do not allow negative people to dictate your future, because negative people, they cannot see or want to see the value in you, because they probably don't see the value in themselves. And that's why they're so negative. You don't want to be around someone who doesn't see the great in you, someone who doesn't see your full potential, someone who's not being supportive towards you and your goals. No, no, no. It's time to let these people go. Eliminate negative people. Outside of getting rid of negative people, it's also important to stop negative self-talk. Catch yourself when you begin to have negative thoughts as soon as you can. Literally, I want you to halt in the middle of it. In the middle of a negative thought, halt, stop. Learn to be in control of taming your negative self-talk. There is good in every situation. Replace these negative thoughts with positive, encouraging thoughts. Shift your perspective to look at all situations from all different angles outside the box. It's natural for you to be biased. So you want to start looking at things outside of your perspective. Remember, always remember, your thoughts and feelings aren't always reality. Maintain control over your thoughts. Okay? There's always a good in every situation, no matter how horrible it may seem. There was something that was meant for you to take from it, learn from it, and it's a reason why you had to experience. Like my mom says, trouble don't last always. So no matter how bad it may seem, it's only temporary. It's not going to last forever. Okay? So remember to repeat to yourself and your subconscious that this is only temporary. There's a good in this. There's an experience I need to take from this. Just continue to replace it with positivity, guys. Trust me. The more and more you practice this, the more natural it will be, the more you will understand and see that you're in control over yourself, and the more you will attract positive outcomes, positivity. Okay, guys, I wanted to go over results from negative self-talk because I want you guys to really understand and see how impactful negative self-talk is for you. Little motivation. With negative self-talk, you are no longer motivated because you're talking yourself out of whatever it is that you want to do. Helplessness. You begin to feel like you're just, You can't help yourself. Depression, stress, limited thinking, relationship challenges. You're starting to have problems within your relationships, your marriages. Not marriages. I hope you, one marriage, your marriage, I'm sorry. Your career, on the job. I mean, you're affected in so many ways from negative self-talk. This is why it's important. We have to eliminate it. We have to stop the negative self-talk. We also have to stop with the self-doubt. No more self-doubt. It first starts with you. Stop comparing yourself to others. This is a huge one that I've been, briefly going over throughout this webinar. Comparison to others. We have to stop. We have to learn to compare ourselves to ourselves. And you have to also ask yourself, why are you doubting yourself? Why? Dissect why you're doubting yourself. Why aren't you good enough to be the greatest? Why don't you believe in yourself? You have the power to achieve everything you set out to. There is no reason you should compare yourself to anyone. McDonald's and Burger King, if you notice, they are always within a couple miles of each other. They sell pretty much the same things, the same products, the same food, the same dessert, but they're totally different. We all have our own gifts, our own characteristics that make us unique. Stop comparing yourself. Believing in yourself eliminates self-doubt. So it's important for you to believe in yourself. As I mentioned before, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to believe in you. It all first starts within you. No more. Say no to self-doubt. When you start feeling yourself, doubting yourself, say to yourself, no. No, no, no. Because you cannot win when you don't believe in yourself. Tell yourself every day why it must be you. It's important for you to identify one powerful reason why it must be you. One powerful reason that you should have been able to come up with from the previous. Well, hey, we're only on the second secret. Why do I feel like we're on like the fourth secret? But from the first secret of understanding who you are, if you weren't able to answer the questions on demand after this webinar, when you go back through and meditate, I want you to identify the one powerful reason why it must be you. Visualize your success. Live in the present. Okay? A made-up mind and a positive way that you can become and overcome and be better will get you a long way. But your mind has to be made up. I recommend self-affirmations. I am beautiful. I am intelligent. I am smart. I will succeed. I will be number one in my industry. I will be number one in my field. I recommend that you write down 5 self-affirmations. And after you write those down, you place it in front of you every day. It should be somewhere where you can see it every day and repeat it. Whether it's in the back of your door, I am a firm believer of putting things in the back of my door. And on my walls, I have stickies all over my walls. You could put it on your refrigerator, just somewhere where you can read it every day to remind yourself. Positive affirmations are important. Claiming victory over your day. Today will be a great day. I will succeed today. I will be successful in my meetings today. I will pass this exam. I will pass this test. Positive affirmations. It is great to manifest positivity over your life. It's great to speak this positivity into existence. It's important to have faith in what you're speaking in. It's important to have faith within yourself. If you are not a believer in God, it's important to believe in yourself. And most importantly, once you get rid of those negative people, find positive people. Surround yourself around positive people. Positive coworkers, positive friends. If you don't have friends or coworkers, hire a life coach. Even if you have friends and coworkers that are positive, you still can hire a life coach. Having a life coach as a personal guide is it's important, and it's really big nowadays. A lot of C-level executives, a lot of successful people have life coaches. Life coaches can be a lifetime relationship, or it can be a short time, a short term. It's all on you, but it's important just to have that positive energy in your life. People that's going to impact you positively, people that's going to motivate you, support you, acknowledge you. Positive energy outweighs negative energy, and you want to be surrounded around positive energy. Here's the bottom line, guys. Eliminating negativity has a very, very, very powerful effect on your success with building your confidence. You cannot build confidence with a negative mindset or way of thinking. Negative thinking equals negative results. When practicing positive thinking, you are more effective, you're more confident with completing your goals. Always remember, positive thinking outweighs negative thinking. Now we're on to the third secret to building self-confidence. Be accountable. Let's reflect on being accountable. Do you consider yourself accountable? Do you consider yourself accountable? Or do you just make excuses for yourself? You blame others for not reaching your goals. You blame others for failing. You blame others for shortcomings. You use you use things as scapegoats. Well, I'm telling you today, no more excuses. It is time for you to face yourself and be more accountable. Okay, so you may say, what does that mean? I don't know how to be accountable. How can I be accountable? Well, it first starts with you holding yourself accountable over your life. That means to take charge over your decision making, which means not waiting for someone to consent or give you permission to make your decisions, but to take charge over your decision making. And it means to complete your goals. The promises that you make to yourself, you follow through with them. You keep your promises to yourself. That's what being accountable means. And when you set goals, this is the procedure for setting goals. I'm going to go ahead and give you the guideline, the steps. The first thing you need to do is write your goals down. It's very important you write your goals down. It's very important you set deadlines for those goals. Because if you just write goals down without a deadline, that means you have all the time in the world to complete it. And if you are a procrastinator, it's never going to get done, okay? So please set a deadline, whether it's 7 days out, 14 days out. Please set deadlines, okay? You can even do daily goals. I personally do daily goals. I have tasks in my phone that I set where I do daily goals, and I have weekly goals, and I have quarterly goals. So it's important to have deadlines and to write goals down and to come up with goals that best fits your schedule and your needs. Take ownership of the results. So if I set goals, like how I set daily goals, with my daily goals, if I'm unable to complete a daily goal, oh my gosh, I feel horrible. I take ownership over that and I say, okay, hey, I didn't complete this goal today, so I'm going to double up. I'm going to add it to tomorrow. I'm going to add it for tomorrow, and I'm going to subtract pleasure. So if I had a day planned to go to get my nails done, go to the spa, I'm going to eliminate that from my schedule because I have to complete this goal that I did not complete the day before. So it's taking ownership of the results, being accountable that this has to be completed, making your goals a priority, sacrificing your pleasures to get your goals completed. Every choice has an outcome, whether it's positive or negative. But investing in yourself is important and it's worth it. Facing your truths will help you be a better person. Being accountable and facing yourself, okay? It's also important to team up with someone that can help you be accountable as well. That can help you review your progress, that can help you build that momentum. And that circles back to what I referenced and with the second secret, with being surrounded around positive people, because these positive people are going to make sure that you're accountable for your success and your progress. Reward yourself. I cannot stress this enough. It's important to treat yourself. Okay? And teaming up with someone, it's oh my gosh, it's positive support system. Having a life coach, having mentors, it's very positive and it's great. It's because they're going to make sure that you're accountable. Understanding your why. We are never going to get rid of understanding your why. Understanding your why is the foundation. It's the foundation. Understanding why you are doing this. Reminding yourself on a daily basis, why are you doing this? Why is this important to you? Why must you complete these tasks? Why are you setting these goals? Why is it necessary for me to successfully complete these goals within my deadline? Understanding your why. Me understanding I have to get these goals completed because I have clients that's depending on me, that I have to be there for. I have my son I have to take care of. I have myself I have to take care of. I have family I have to take care of. It's understanding what's important to you, why it must be done. Who else is being negatively affected when you don't execute your goals? The longer you're procrastinating and not taking yourself seriously, who else is being affected negatively? Here's the bottom line, guys. You must hold yourself accountable for the decisions that you make and the outcomes they may bring. In order to grow and build your self-confidence, you must learn how to be accountable for your actions. This is so important. Accountability is so important, and accountability is something that we like to escape from, we don't want to face, but I'm telling you right now, in order for you to build your self-confidence, you must be accountable. One observation, one case study that I can admit to is when my clients first join and partner with me in the coaching process. Success only begins once my clients takes on the ownership of accountability. Once they accept and understand that they are accountable for their decisions, that's the day that their lives change, okay? Because each experience you encounter is to make you wiser and stronger. And in order to be able to understand that experience, you must be accountable for it. That is the bottom line. The fourth secret to building self-confidence is face your fears. Okay, so you may say, how can I face my fears? What does that look like? Facing your fears. It starts with identifying your fears. What are some of the things that you are passive about? Write down all the things that you are passive about, because it's important to face your fears and identify your fears in order to know what your fears are. So yes, definitely write them down. Rate them from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest feared. Take time to begin to work on fears, starting with the lowest. And the reason I say start with the lowest is because it's more tangible. with starting off with the lowest versus the highest right away. Because remember, we are building self-confidence. And if you start off with the highest, let's say it's public speaking, and you set up something to do public speaking and you freeze up because you weren't ready. You didn't allow yourself to build to get to that point. And I would hate for you to start off with the highest, and then when it doesn't work out, you give up and you quit, and then it's like relapsing and starting all the way back over to the bottom. So I want you to start with the lowest. Whatever you rate, a 1 or 2, you start with that first. You build your way up because you're building that confidence. So by the time you get to the highest fear, you are ready. You are on fire. You're ready to get it done. You have the confidence and you can conquer your highest fear. Implement these fears into your goal setting. Now, all you have to do is get it done. Get started. You have to start, okay? That is the hardest thing, getting started. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Let's get it done. Start talking about it more. Say it out loud. It's very good to manifest through your words. Speaking. Challenge yourself to face your fears. Set daily, weekly, and monthly goals. Commit to a new skill and celebrate your small wins. You guys see the repetition in this? With facing your fears, repetition is very important. It stays in your mind, your subconscious. The more you do, the more likely you can deliver and succeed in the results you desire. The more you do and repeat, it allows you to focus on the results at hand and smoothly transition into your desired outcome. It's important to repeat. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Repetition is so important. The more you do it, the more the transition is smoother for you, the more it's easy for you. You know, my son, he's 5. He's learning how to read right now. And with his sight words, I make sure that he repeats them every day. The same words for at least 2 weeks until he's able to read the words, spell the words smoothly. Repetition is important, guys. Persistence is the master key behind repetition when it comes to reaching the desired end goal. Even though you are practicing repetition, it doesn't mean that you will succeed every time, okay? So you have to understand that a setback or rejection is temporary. You have to understand that through persistence, you are not giving up after a couple or several failed attempts, okay? Because through persistence, it's going to allow you to stick with your goals, repeat your goals. You're going to keep pushing. You're going to keep pursuing. You're not going to accept anything less than victory, okay? You will not accept defeat. You will not claim defeat until your goal and desires is achieved. Understand that persistence is the key to keep pushing with a positive attitude, because you may not win the battle, but you will win the war through persistency. Here's the bottom line, guys. Facing your fears was never meant to be easy, but it can be done. You can do it. As long as you keep the faith within yourself, you practice repetition and persistence. Remember, persistence is the key. You will successfully reach your end goal. It's all about not giving up. The 5th secret to build self-confidence. Confidence before fame. Let's dive into confidence before fame. Focus on the foundation. And the foundation is you. The foundation is your mental health. Before you can achieve and be successful in anything, you have to become aware of who you are. You have to be confident mentally and emotionally. It's very important. There are a lot of courses, info products, and programs that are advertised. And they don't care if you're mentally ready. They don't care if you have the confidence to sell their product. They don't care if you're confident enough to even start a business. They don't care about your mental health, because most of these programs don't offer high-level support. They're not focused on your foundation. And if you jump out there thinking it's the best thing for you to do without building your confidence up, you can end up wasting thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars until you finally understand that your confidence is important, just as important. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Not even just, with just jumping out there and starting a business. You also want to be confident before you can take an advancement within your career, before you can accept a promotion. Because if you're scared to speak up during meetings, how can you lead a team? How can you lead an organization if you're scared to voice your opinion? If you're scared to speak out against anyone, if you don't know how to take ownership over your own decisions? It's so many reasons why it's important to work on yourself first before you can accept greatness over your life, before you can accept advancements over your life. You have to focus on your mental health. I cannot stress this enough. And it's disappointing for me when I see all of these courses that, tell people, hey, if you invest $199, you can make 100,000 in 3 months. It's easy. I've done it. You can do it. But it's not easy if you're not confident within your abilities and your skill set. It's not easy. And you can really relapse. So I really want you guys to understand how important it is to invest in yourself and how confidence comes before fame. So you don't want to listen to too many gurus at once that lead you astray. Confidence is important, and it's before fame, okay? So I have a system that I use that's successful with my clients. It's called the Mindset Shift System. And with this system, your limited thoughts and behaviors are challenged. You learn how to set effective goals. You learn how to improve your communication skills. You learn how to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. Through my Mindset Shift System, you will be congratulated on your promotion. Everything will be confirmed for you. You will be sold out. You will be booked. You will be accepted. Greatness, advancements will happen over your life. The renewal of your mind, the renewal of your thought process, mindset transformation. That's what I specialize in. And this is a system that works, and it definitely promotes confidence before fame, and it was created for you to be confident so you can reach that fame and have that fame with the confidence. Okay, guys? You want to work with the very best. Everything I've taught you here today is simple but not easy. Okay, guys, you can watch this webinar again and again and still not get the results you want. You could waste a ton of money and time trying to figure out what you could implement in just 8 weeks if you don't work with the very best. It's okay to seek out professional help. It can help you with identifying and understanding the origin to what's going on with you. Someone who can give you high level support, hold you accountable, and help you get the outcome you're looking for. And that's okay. So, mistakes to avoid. The old way. What's the old way? Doing nothing. Doing nothing. Watching this webinar and just saying to yourself, oh, she made some good points. Not meditating after the webinar, not answering the questions that were presented during the webinar, just doing nothing, just standing still in your life, still being stagnant, still being complacent, and doing nothing. The old way, being afraid to invest in yourself. It's 2021, guys. It's time to invest in yourself. Most successful people invest in themselves. They understand that it's needed and it's important. Most successful people have life coaches. If you really are tired of being stuck. If you know that, you've been battling with low self-confidence for years and you are ready for a change and you know you need assistance. Because these 5 secrets that I gave you today, these 5 secrets will really help guide you in the right direction. But if you don't have that support system around you, and it's hard for you to really hold yourself accountable, then you are going to need someone that can help light the fire under you. Someone that can really hold you accountable. So it's okay to invest in yourself and you shouldn't be scared. It's that time. We waste so much money on little things that adds up that we don't even realize. For example, eating out. I had to go back and review my finances, and I discovered that I spend so much money weekly on eating out. So I'm like, okay, this money I can use to invest in something. Instead of spending $200 a week on eating out, I can use this $200 and put it in stock, or I could even throw this money in my son's saving account. So really just understanding what you can sacrifice for long-term success for yourself. Because when you're scared to invest in yourself, you're thinking of the present. You're not thinking of the long-term effects. You're not thinking of the long-term outcome that it will bring with starting today, with making a change, a positive shift over your life to reach where you need to reach without wasting any more time. It's time is going by so fast. It's not even worth wasting. It's valuable. Let's make every second count, okay? No need to be afraid to invest in yourself. The time is now. Let's avoid this mistake. Here's the bottom line, guys. Don't do this alone. You cannot do this alone. Save yourself any more wasted years of not doing anything to build your self-confidence. Save yourself time and money from doing things the wrong way. Find someone who's an expert with this stuff and do what it takes to work with the best. That's most important, working with the best. Working with someone that specializes in confidence. There are a lot of life coaches out here. There are a lot of counselors and therapists, but you want to work with someone who specializes in self-confidence, self-esteem, okay? But you cannot do this alone. That's the bottom line. The big question: are you ready to be in charge of your life? Are you ready for a change? Are you ready to reach success? Are you ready to find that fulfillment in your life? Today, I promise to uncover the 5 secrets to increase your self-confidence. Check mark. A game plan to gain self-confidence. Check mark. I walked you through self-discovery, clarity and understanding on what is needed to help build your self-confidence. Check mark. Your self-awareness so you're able to take back control over your life. Check mark. Okay, guys, here's what you need to win. The 5 secrets. The first secret: understand who you are. The second secret: eliminate negativity. The third secret: be accountable. The fourth secret: face your fears. And the fifth secret: confidence before fame. Guess what, guys? Now you have a choice. You can either take the secrets that I shared with you today and forget about them, stay stuck where you are, never reach your full potential, or you can reach your full potential. You can focus on building and increasing your self-confidence. Here's what I have for you. How I can help. Great news, guys. My team and I have set aside over the next 48 hours some time to speak with you about how you can apply all the things you learned today, all the ideas that I shared with you for your daily life, so we can get this process started for you for free. A breakthrough call. The great thing is, I will walk you through an action plan, some steps. I'll be that positive enforcer, keep you accountable, mindset shift system, because I want you to win. I want you to build that confidence so you can be more aligned and in tune within yourself. And it's free. It's all free. But space is limited, time is limited. Please take advantage. And the great thing is, you do have the blueprint. The blueprint is the answers to the questions that I presented to you throughout the presentation. That is the foundation of what's needed for the breakthrough call. Who this is for. Believe it or not, guys, this is not for everyone. This is for people that are ready to take the power back over their lives. This is for people who craves the next level but just needs the coaching and the help, the guidance to get there. That's willing to take the action steps, the necessary steps to get there. People that are tired of living a complacent life in fear. People that are ready to walk in their purpose. Why we're doing this? We're doing this for anyone that needs help with building and increasing self-confidence. I came up with this webinar after coaching clients after clients over pretty much the same thing: how to increase and build confidence to make it to the next level. I want you guys to be able to gain a clear vision of who you are, because by being the best version of yourself, you're able to attract the success that you've always wanted. You're able to have that big breakthrough you need to help you share your gifts to the world in a major way. And you don't want to make the mistake or underserve your potential by doing things the wrong way all by yourself. Okay, so this is why we're doing this. And I can make time to talk with you today or within the next 48 hours to help you. And once we go through your blueprints, we go through all of the questions that you have answered, we can definitely help get you on the right path to increasing your confidence and to living your life to the fullest at your fullest potential. It's all about being the best version of you. And I'm so passionate about helping people bring out their gifts, helping people bring out their passions, getting you on the right track and aligned on your purpose. That's what it's all about. That's why I'm doing this. That's why we're doing this. It's time to break these cycles, break these generational curses, and be the person that's not scared to take a risk, that's not holding themselves in bondage because of fear. It is time for you to live your best life. And this is why we're doing this. Offering this free complimentary breakthrough call so you can finally take the steps to make a difference in your life, your family life, in generations after that. Next steps to success. Okay, guys, so here are the next steps for you to walk into your full potential. Outside of following through with these 5 secrets that I have presented today, booking a breakthrough call. Book a time within the next 48 hours to schedule your breakthrough call with me. You can book on calendly.com slash on the go coaching. Okay, calendly.com/on the go coaching. Once you go there, you click on schedule breakthrough call. Space is limited. This is a freebie for you guys. It's a 30-minute complimentary breakthrough call where we're going to go through the blueprint, which consists of the answers to the questions that I presented for you guys to do today. And we're going to go through action steps. We're going to set up a game plan for success for you within your future, for you to be able to increase your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-awareness, so you can advance within your career. You can take it to the next step. You can take it to the next level. I believe in you. You deserve it. It is time to be unstuck. It is time to move forward in your path, to not allow anything else to delay you from reaching your success and reaching your goals. Okay. And also, if you have any questions for me directly, that's a great time for me to go ahead and answer those questions. It's during the breakthrough call. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I look forward to speaking with you. Please feel free to share these 5 secrets with your loved ones, with your friends, with your business partners, your co-workers. A lot of people are silently dealing with self-confidence. They are dealing and facing it silently. And I would love for these secrets to be a blessing to everyone's ears. Everyone can take notes from these secrets. And I would love to be able to hold your hand in this process and walk through this process with you to make sure that you succeed and you are successful going forward. It's very urgent to me. I'm so passionate about it, and I know you can do it. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much for taking out time to complete this webinar. If you got to the end and you stayed with me this long, I know I did go over the 45 minutes. Thanks so much for being patient. I'm so passionate. I'm so thorough. I really like to be able to break things down, and I had to break it down as much as I can within this time frame. So I thank you so much, and I look forward to speaking with you on the breakthrough call. Thank you for joining again. Have a blessed, great day. Thanks, guys.